hosts of Loud Autzen Stadium in Eugene. The Ducks will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They want to throw it. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks offense will take the field for the first time. On the ground, it's Moffitt. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Purdy on the Jets. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. He got a step and just dusted the field. You know they were up their track in Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed and running back.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab to the 25, and there's room. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, running back on the move. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. First down, 10 yards to go. Back to throw, it's Nunez. That's reeled in, it's Connors. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, it's Moffitt. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Ducks have this offense rolling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That's caught. It's Woodside. And he slips the 1st defender and picks up a handful of yards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air, it's Nunez. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being...
There he goes! Just a tremendous play to wrap up this first quarter for the offense. Boy, that'll give you some options as we start the second. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Looking for the goal line, and he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. This defense has forced a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. Can they force the field goal attempt on 3rd and goal? Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, but they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic.
Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into this...
And he walks in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So now it's second and long. The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Rush is on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Quarterback keeps it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Scanning the field, it's Nunez. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Ducks are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right.
Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Minnesota, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now.
He lost one down the sideline. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points beforehand.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Pressure coming. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Nunez. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. The Golden Gophers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Caught over the middle. It's Connors. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. He's now over 200 yards, and our stats maven CD reminds us only a couple of guys in Duck history over 5,000 for their careers, while Michael James and Royce Freeman.
Yeah, and those guys had big playability just like him. The ability to take a run and make a big play. Throw to him out of the backfield, catch the football, make somebody miss. Just dynamic playmakers.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give on the inside. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Nunez. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, and how good their pass rush has been.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Nice job.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's got his man, makes the grab. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Woodside. And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. He wants to throw it again. Couldn't quite haul it in. in the game. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And that mountain is still 20 points high. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw, it's Nunez. Working that left side now. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Phil Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
They're going to ride this running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll leave it with him.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are
turning it on. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Looking downfield, it's Nunez. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Connors. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Ducks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Minnesota, 14.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Off the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon! What momentum you get when the defense comes out with a play like that. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Quickly complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when he's throwing on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lewis. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And the Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even if they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on third down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hines is big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Maynard. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They want that clock to run. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in. They've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going at